Okay, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So, 5 days ago, I did the first episode of a new series on Patreon and then YouTube, and there was, well, a fairly decent response to it. So, I'm going to do the next episode now. It's My Family Episode 2, Pain in the Class. Witty. If you're watching this on YouTube, then this is an early access series available on Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you'll get access to these episodes quicker than if you were just on the YouTube channel, and there's no on-screen text or background music, which I have to do for copyright, because on Patreon that's not a problem. So yeah, you get the best versions of them, and you get them before anybody else would on YouTube, and that goes for every series. So, you know, not going out, sometimes I have to do it. Bad Education, Open All Hours, well, I think I had to do it. But yeah, every series that I'm doing is available on YouTube, is available on Patreon without all that. Also, you might have noticed that last night I put the Good Boys movie reaction on YouTube again. The previous one was blocked, but I turned the music up a little bit this time and increased the opacity of the on-screen text, so hopefully it'll remain on YouTube this time. But yeah, you've got 2 Doors Down as well. That's another series that needs the text and music. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, It's Always Sunny, Thin Blue Line, The Young Ones, although that's finished. Yeah. Also, I have put all the Keeping Up Appearances reactions into a box set, and it is for sale for $4.99. So if you buy that, you'll own that box set, and all the new reactions that I keep adding to it, you'll get those as well. So it's kind of like if you go on Netflix and you know, watch a show that's new and they keep adding stuff to it. Yeah, it's like that. $4.99 and you own it forever. You can get content without joining the Patreon and paying every month. You can just pay one-time purchase and you get a full series. So there's that. Anyway, let's go.
Hey, Susan. Hey, Susan. Come on, you're the nature lover. Come on.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Oh no! What did he smash? It was only a shoe. Must have been a greenhouse or something. That can't have been a car window. Oh well, you were about to wake up anyway.
Good morning.
No, it isn't.
You always wake up so grumpy.
Really?
Okay, Mr. Fisher, and bite down, please. Very good. Bridget, kidney dish. Well, that's lovely. So, what did you do at the weekend? Really? Yeah, I know. And I've heard it can be quite expensive. Me? Oh, I had a weekend of my dreams. Marvellous weekend down at the DIY superstore. Loads of fun there, yeah. Dragging a sulky teenager up and down the aisles, trying to get them interested in home decorating. Yeah.
Ah.
I often wonder where they get the staff from. And the prices. Any chance of that kidney dish before?
I thought he meant
time?
his son.
See these? 18 quid they cost me. I know, that's what I bought. All they do is cut tiles.
Kidney dish.
You can have the kidney dish when you apologise.
Mr. Fisher, have you met my part-time assistant? Funny thing is, I'm paying her full-time. All right. But for the record, it doesn't change the fact you've been forgetting to pass on my messages.
Oh, don't take it out on me just because you've got trouble at home.
I haven't got trouble at home.
I forgot. Your wife rang, there's trouble at home.
Voila. What do you think?
Oh, Mum. Well, you've done it again.
Thank you, dear.
She's done it again.
Boys' dinner's ready.
That's right. Make me the bringer of bad news.
Bad news, having a nice sit-down meal with your family.
Michael, Nick, yellow alert.
Yellow alert! Oh, have they got a similar system to the Met Office? So they've got yellow, amber, red, right?
Mum,
Yes, dear.
what do you think of tongue studs?
I think they're ugly, disgusting, and unhygienic.
Well,
Yeah.
good, because I want a tattoo.
No.
Okay,
Right.
when's Dad coming home?
Ignoring the subtext of that question, I think he's working late today.
Why?
Because I left him a message asking him to come home early. Stupid, I know.
Hi, darling. I'm sorry I'm late. It's just I didn't get your message.
What message was that?
What message was what?
The message you didn't get.
The message that smells good.
I knew it. Dad's having an affair.
Cruel laugh, Susan, and I'll ignore it.
Right, like you ignored my messages.
Remember, that wasn't me, that was the glove puppet. Never mind. What's the trouble?
It seems Michael's having a bit of a problem with Jason Hodder.
Hodder J, the little fat kid who smells like sour milk.
No, that's Keith Burstall.
Oh, God.
Jason's the one with the itch?
Which end?
No, that's Lee Matthews.
Okay.
Jason had the head lice, spread through the school like wildfire.
Okay.
I know, I never thanked him properly for that. What's he spreading now? Cholera? Typhoid? Distemper?
No, this time it's different. He's been picking on Michael. This morning he didn't want to go to school.
Oh, who would with a disgusting class like that?
Yeah. School's meant to be unpleasant, to prepare you for life.
Look, do you really want to be left out of family discussions?
Fair enough.
So, problem with Jason, probably horseplay, youthful high spirits. I mean, good God, everyone's had a Jason Hodder at school. Look at me. I mean, I had Digger Beaumont. Huh. Never did me any harm.
I'm here.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Hey. Guess what? I'm going to buy us a new house.
Oh, that's great, Nick. That's great. So you got a job at Burger King, then?
You're right there. No, I'm going to become a .com millionaire.
Really? That's great. So shouldn't you, get a good idea first?
But it is a good idea. .com millionaire. All that money.
Why do we have him?
Because you were too lazy to get out of bed and walk across the room to the drawer.
All right. Well, at least she's honest.
This is,
Careful.
It's really,
Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. If you've cooked people a meal and someone says, this is, isn't it? You are a terrible cook.
what is it?
What is it?
Nepalese lamb melange.
You said we were having chicken.
No, I didn't. I never name a dish until after I've tasted it. Bon appetit.
Shouldn't that be bon chance?
I'll get it. Probably be one of my
chance.
investors.
Dad, can I
Investors.
have a car?
Car? What are you talking about? You're 16, you can't even drive.
I know, it's just my opening gambit.
I see. What's your fallback position?
A DVD player. Can I have one?
No. What do you really want?
No.
A tattoo.
Play.
Why? All the girls at school have got one.
You're
One of the girls at
16.
school
You're
has
not
got a
allowed
baby.
one.
Maybe a tattoo sounds better and better.
Yeah.
Michael, that was your friend, Stinky Cheese Boy.
His name's Keith. and it's glandular. He can't help it.
Well, he wants to know if you managed to get your underpants down from the lamppost.
Is there something you want to tell us about Michael?
Is Jason Hodder picking on you, Mike?
No.
And you got some serious explaining to do about those underpants.
Not helping, Nick.
Why didn't you tell us?
2 reasons, you and Dad.
What?
You would have overreacted and Dad wouldn't react at all. So I took an average and didn't tell either of you.
Oh, my poor baby.
I can't breathe.
Shrewd deduction.
Well, there you are then.
Well, first thing tomorrow, I'm going to ring the school.
You haven't
That's a good
reacted
idea,
to...
Mum. That'll make him really popular.
I react. No one ever listens.
If the worst happens, and it will, can I have your computer?
Good. Then it's agreed. I'll call the office first thing.
No, Mum. You're such a control freak.
Me? A control freak? All I care about is the happiness of my children.
Great, so can I have a tattoo?
No.
No.
Only if it says Daddy's little sunbeam.
I doubt that's what she had in mind.
Oh, Ben, this is too awful.
I know, but there's nothing else on.
He called me a control freak.
Hey, hey!
You don't think I'm a control freak, do you?
No, of course not. You're more of a control enthusiast.
Enthusiast!
But at least I'm enthusiastic about something. How could you lie there and watch the forces of darkness close in on
Oh,
our son?
Susan, please calm down. We're talking about a snotty-nosed school kid, not Jabba the Hutt.
In other words, you don't care.
Don't try and make me feel guilty, Susan. If it bothers you so much, my darling, you go and sort it out.
But I'm not a control freak.
No, that's good then, isn't it?
The impulse to turn it off.
It really doesn't bother you.
Oh, all right, Susan, all right. I know it looks like sometimes I don't care. And sometimes I don't. But it's a not caring that comes from caring too much in a caring sort of careless way. Look, when it comes to parenting, Susan, I put it down to the bird-watching theory that, you know, you've got to keep your distance, keep very still, and try not to scare them.
I'm only
Right.
asking you to talk to him, not put a ring round his leg and track his migratory habits.
I just think there's a higher law at work.
What law?
Ben Harper's law. There is nothing in life so bad that with a little effort can't be made worse.
I think you're forgetting Susan Harper's corollary. If you don't make an effort, I'm going to make your life bloody hell.
I'll go and talk to him, okay?
Look, come on, just teach me. I mean, I've got to learn computers if I want to be a dot-com millionaire. I'll give you 1% of the company.
I want
What's 1% of nothing? Nothing.
50% of adjusted gross and 2% of international sales in perpetuity.
He has no idea what you just said, Mike.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
Where's the dot button?
Where's the dot button?
Cool.
Cool.
Where's the com button?
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, hi, Michael.
Hey, Dad.
You busy?
Yeah, he's in a meeting.
Why can't you be normal?
Just lucky.
So, Mikey.
Sorry, Dad, if it's about
One word for
Jason,
it.
you're wasting your time.
Yeah, look, but just for your mother, let's go through the motions, eh?
Yeah.
You see, Michael, deep down, all bullies are cowards.
But Jason isn't. He's really scary.
Yeah, it made the gym teacher wet his pants.
Okay, so he may be scary.
And fat.
All right, thank you.
And fat.
But, you know, there's things you can do.
Like what?
Run away.
You know, you be
Can't
Jason
be that
Hodder.
fast if he's fat.
Go on, you be Jason Hodder and I'm you.
This is stupid.
No, it's not. Go on, try and scare me and I'll show you how to react. Okay, come on, put me down. Try and scare me.
Your tax return has to be in by Wednesday.
Oh my God, I've forgotten.
Oh, it worked.
You haven't even begun to do your books.
Oh,
If you're late this time, there'll be a whopping fine.
all right, get out, you pillock. Go on.
Sticks and stones.
Yeah, don't give me any ideas, okay? I've,
Forget it.
no, look, Michael, if people try and put you down, you can't let them see you're scared, you know? You've got to, if they use names, you've got to fight fire with fire.
There's no point.
Let's switch roles, okay? You be you, I'm Jason Hodder. Hey, look at me, I'm Jason Hodder. I'm big, I'm tough, and I'm after your lunch money.
Hey, Harper. Hey,
Hi,
you
Harper.
little four-eyed squirt.
Please.
Oh, come on, Mike, come on. Scare me. Come on, scare me. Try and put me down.
You're losing your hair, you're getting turkey neck, and the only reason you're a dentist is you failed to get into medical school.
I mean, to be fair, he asked for it, but that was... That was to the bone. Oh, tax return.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for my tax receipts.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You have to do it later.
I have been looking since 11 o'clock.
You've been looking for 3 hours.
If you're so good at arithmetic, you can do my tax for me.
What are you so worked up about?
Michael!
Michael.
Michael! He
Michael.
called me a failed doctor.
That's nothing. He called me a control freak.
That's different. You are a control freak. I am not. You stopped me going to medical school because you said becoming a dentist was quicker and I'd get more money.
Oh,
yes,
no.
Yes.
Did she?
Oh, yes. Where's the receipt for the new...
Hang on, though. You didn't have to do it. If you wanted to be a doctor, you shouldn't have given that up just because your wife told you, be a dentist, it's quicker and you'll make more money.
X-ray machine?
In the file marked receipts under the letter X.
Ah, you've been tidying up again, haven't you?
Oh, thank you, Susan, for saving me so much time and trouble.
When I put things under the tortoise, I expect to find it under the tortoise. Tidying up is just a way of controlling things, isn't it?
If you had been a more organized person, maybe you could have been a doctor by now.
If you'd have been 5 inches taller, blonde, with long legs, you could have been a doctor's wife by now.
Wow.
So,
Please, Mum.
this is unbelievable. They cost a fortune, they hurt, and once you've got one, you're stuck with it for life.
It's only a tattoo.
I was talking about daughters. Subject closed, okay? Are you ready, dear?
Couldn't I just be ill today?
No, that would be admitting defeat.
Couldn't I just admit defeat?
No, that would be wrong. Nick, were you born in a pigsty?
I don't know. You were there.
23 hours of blissful labor, even then you were slow. Now, if Jason gives you any trouble, you go straight to the head teacher.
I'll handle this myself, Mum.
Good. And remember, a sense of humor will help you through the most difficult of times.
Right. Next time Jason puts your head down the toilet, think of it as a comedy opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
Your brother's off to school. Do you have any useful words of advice?
Yeah, always. Think positive. Only the pathetic let life get them down.
Oh, God, the crap starts here. Another glorious day at the bumhole of dentistry.
Your father's a bit tired. Tell him there's coffee in the pot.
Mum says there's coffee in the pot.
He's been up most of the night, fannying around with his income tax.
Tell your mother I was not fannying around. I was looking for the receipt she's hidden.
Dad says he apologises for everything he did, and whatever it was entirely his fault.
Well, if that's the case, tell your father I forgive him.
Mum says she wants a divorce.
Shut up.
Dad says shut up.
Well, I agree with your father.
I'd rather go to school.
Scaler.
Oh my God, she's such a cow.
I'm sorry I said Celine.
Fire
Dion
her.
sounded like a cat trapped in a dog's home. Thank you. She does, though, doesn't
Wash your mouth out.
she?
No surgery.
How dare you.
Patient at the moment. Yes, I could take a message, except he'll only ignore it, Mrs. Harper, and pretend I didn't pass it on.
Hello, darling.
It's Michael.
What is it now?
It's a bit difficult to describe.
Well, how serious is it on a scale of 1 to 10?
14.7.
I shouldn't laugh.
I think we have to report this to the school.
I had the same problem.
It was closed.
Not
We'll
that,
have to go
but
again on Monday.
And this was what was stuck to his back.
Yes. What's happening to our schools? Not only is it obscene, but the spelling is atrocious.
Why can't they teach our kids in school instead of arming them with weapons of mass destruction?
Dad, it's only custard.
It's not the point. Today, custard, tomorrow, Poland. This Jason Hodder's a menace and must be stopped.
Makes you wonder what his parents are like.
Yes, Janie? Parents?
I think his dad's a builder.
Well, that says it all, doesn't it? His dad's a builder. You know what builders are like? Their answer to everything is a slap in the gob.
Only when you call them names, dear.
That wasn't a builder, it was a plumber. It wasn't a name, it was a suggestion.
okay.
Well, I can't accept that we have to wait till Monday to sort this thing out.
Oh, come on, Susan, it's just a weekend.
I know, but it's 2 days of hell. I'll be tense and on edge.
Just a normal weekend, then.
I will forgive, but not forget that. Here's a mad idea.
So many.
Let's invite Jason's parents over for a drink and sort this thing out between ourselves.
Oh, yes, let's not.
Why?
Has
Bad
22
idea.
years of marriage taught you nothing? When have we intervened in anything and made it better?
Lots of times.
When?
You weren't there.
All right.
I'm not having Mr. and Mrs. Godzilla trampling all over my furniture with their filthy tattoos shouting builders' obscenities honed over years of on-site training.
I'm sure they will be civilized.
No, everyone starts off civilized.
You didn't.
But when the fur starts to fly, the dog will always side with his whelp.
How do you know?
Discovery Channel.
Ben, if you could have seen Michael when he came home today, his little eyes blinking through a layer of dried custard, as much as to say, "Why me, Mummy?" He was the saddest school dinner that you ever did see.
When do you want them round?
I told them about now.
Susan!
Wow.
Oh, my God. Shouldn't you go and read that in your room?
No, I'd rather stay here.
This is going to be very, very unpleasant.
Exactly.
I know.
She said she was going to do it, but I never dreamed she actually ever would.
You should know by now. Dad's the one who says things and doesn't do them. Mum does whatever pops into her head.
Goodbye, room. Goodbye, Pokemon cards. And only had 212 to go. Goodbye, Crick. Goodbye, Watson.
Cheer up, bro. It could be worse.
How?
Well, you could get kidnapped by a covert government agency who inject you with a newly developed super virus which mimics the symptoms of gangrene.
Thanks, Nick. Somehow you put all my problems in perspective.
What am I here for?
Ben, this is Louise and Graham Hodder.
Hello?
Everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's, I was expecting someone.
They don't look like the parents of bullies. So, Jacqueline.
On
Where's Donald?
Else.
Do please sit down.
A bit what?
Hodder.
Hello?
Everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's, I was expecting someone a bit, else.
Do please sit
A
down.
bit, else.
Ben.
Oh, sorry.
So.
So.
Now is it my turn? So...
Oh, this is our daughter Janie, who's about to go to her room.
Oh, she doesn't have to leave on our account.
Oh, thanks.
So, would you like a drink? Wine, beer?
White wine, please.
I'll have an orange squash.
Orange squash? Are you sure you're a builder?
Good Lord, no, I'm a doctor.
Where did you get the idea that he was a builder?
Hodder, Hod. Jane.
builder, doctor. All right, Dad, I just want to spare your feelings.
Oh.
Dad's a dentist.
Oh, I see.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Glad to see you're all getting on.
Jesus Christ, imagine if these two really were together. Can you imagine the child that they'd produce? Ugh.
So well.
Yes, well, let's get to the bloody point, shall we? Your son has been bullying our son, so, what are you going to do about it?
Well, we don't know, really. You don't know?
We don't believe in discipline. We see Jason's actions as an expression of natural exuberance.
That's funny, we see it as an expression of total yobbery.
We know Jason can be seen as a difficult child, so we've decided not to let it bother us.
Decided not.
I know it's been used for a joke in a sitcom, but there are parents out there that actually do this shit. And it's pathetic. Well, I say there are. It must be all parents, nearly all parents these days. Mind you, you're not really allowed to punish your kids anymore, are you? Fucking hell.
Not to let it bother them.
But what about our son?
That's an interesting point. However, after a great deal of discussion, we've realised it's wrong to push the river.
Yes, Graham feels it goes against nature, which is a mistake.
Excuse me, backtracking a moment. Twiglet? Oh. Are you saying you do nothing?
No. As parents, we are the bows.
Our children are the arrows.
We release them and let them fly.
Yes,
Oh,
he's
shut
flying,
up.
all right? He's flying over my son and crapping custard.
Exactly.
I know. It's all a bit embarrassing.
Janie?
Yeah, I think it's embarrassing too.
Janie, go to your room.
We were just getting...
Now,
Did you see that?
The man's a complete fascist.
It worked. How do you do that?
oh, it's quite simple. We've put 20 years of hard, bloody work into this family. 20 years of tantrums, sulks, answering back, tears, recriminations, and not just from Susan.
We have our up days as well.
Yes.
Look, I know you think you're good parents.
No, we don't think we're good parents. We're not good parents. We're just
Parents.
ordinary parents.
Yeah.
My husband is speaking for himself, but naturally I back him up.
No, it's true. Actually, it's true. As parents, we're just above indifferent. You, as parents, are scraping the barrel of downright abysmal.
I thought this was going to be a rational conversation.
Well, maybe I don't like your idea of rational. Maybe it's your rational, free-range parenting that's made a bully of your son, who's bullying my son and stealing his lunch money, which incidentally is...
There was a couple on This Morning a few years ago. They were doing a story on them because they did this type of parenting, and you should have seen their kids. They were about 2 and 5, and they were just climbing all over the fucking studio, picking stuff up and playing with it and messing about. And the parents, they looked like the exact type of people you would expect to be into all that bollocks. Proper hippie. I bet, they stopped off at Starbucks for a soy latte on the way to the studio. Those type of people. I think the father, he had dreadlocks. Right, that might, but yeah, I think one of them was called Sparrow. They called one of the kids, just proper hippie, liberal, the sort of people that you would cross the road to avoid in case they started talking to you.
My lunch money.
See, dentists, it's always about money.
No, it's about my son.
Wow.
Didn't like that, did you? Not nice, is it, being bullied?
I think we'd better leave.
I'm so sorry. Being pushed around, huh? How do you like it, someone twice your size, huh? When you see your darling little son, give him that from me. And that. And that.
Don't forget your coat.
And good night, Doctor.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, anyone else but Dad, it would have been cool.
Oh, hello, children.
Shut up, Nick.
Now,
Mom.
what you saw your father doing this evening was quite wrong, wasn't that so, Ben?
No, it's about what he deserved, except I'd have swapped the paper for a baseball bat
There are many reasons why violence isn't
with a nail in it.
the answer.
Number one, it's illegal.
2, he could have been bigger than me.
3, he could have had a heart condition.
4, his brother could have been bigger than me.
5,
5,
5, when they get home, they're going to tell Jason.
Goodbye, stairs. Goodbye, house. Goodbye, life.
Aw.
still no sign of Michael.
Never seen him move so quick.
Really? Maybe he's over at Stinky Cheese Boys again.
No, I tried there and it's glandular.
Also, the father, he was, what's his face, wasn't he? Out of, Rhapsody Nesbitt. I can't remember the character's name, but pretty sure that was him, right?
Oh, perhaps Jason caught him on the way home. Maybe we should have got him a mobile phone.
Isn't that just buying him off?
No, not Jason, Michael.
I was having a little joke to lighten up things.
Bert Finlay in Still Game.
Oh, poor Michael, where can he be?
And obviously it's worked.
For all we know, he could be lying in a ditch somewhere, his clothes all torn, covered in some sort of lukewarm dessert topping.
I don't think so.
Oh, how could you be so blasé?
Hey, Mum.
You're all right.
Of course I'm all right.
But Jason,
I don't think there'll be any more problem from him.
what did you do?
All bullies are cowards. You stand up to them and they'll soon back down.
What? You stood up to Jason Hodder?
Well, sort of. I stood up and, Janie let him have it.
You used violence?
No, Mum, I use the language of flowers. What do you think?
Oh, my God, my daughter the thug. That's no way to behave.
Thug?
Did anyone see you?
No.
Good girl.
Yes.
Why am I the only one in this room to see the downside to all this?
Because you're Dad.
Dad?
What's gonna happen to little Mikey when Xena Warrior Princess isn't around anymore?
Xena Warrior
Jason knows if the actors again, the whole school will find out he's beaten up by a girl.
Oh,
So what's the catch?
Well, there's no catch. I was just helping out my little brother.
actually, yeah, that's a good point. If he steps out of line again, let the whole school know that the big, bad, fatty bully was beaten up by a girl. And he won't be the big, bad bully anymore, will he? Because no one will be scared of him anymore, because they'll be like, And you could spin the story. If they don't know that it was Michael's sister that did it, you could say it was any girl. So you could say that it was like an 11, 12-year-old girl who was shorter than him. You know, spin the story, yeah. But, you know, I agree with this. This is exactly what they deserve, because I've told y'all before, based on my own experience, I could not give less of a flying monkey's fucking toss what the bully is going through. They all deserve a smack, because they're disgusting people. I don't care if they've got trouble at home. I don't mean you go into school and start beating everybody up that's smart. Yeah. So she's done the right thing. I agree. She's done the right thing. Yep.
Plus, I was really grateful when you let me get a tattoo.
We didn't let you get a tattoo.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
Mum, it's a scorpion.
a scorpion. It's a sweet little scorpion. Look, Ben, it's smiling. Game, set, match.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, thank you, dear.
And I was so scary.
Really getting a feel for this e-commerce.
That's because you're an Egypt.
I tried to think of something that people really, really need.
Oh, he's reading The Independent. Ugh.
And I thought, nobody ever knows what the time is.
I do. It's a good substitute for toilet paper if you've run out.
They visit my website and I tell them. It's called onthedot.com.
Onthedot.com.
Why don't they look on the computer screen?
Hey?
There's a clock in the corner of the screen.
Right. So Nick's great idea to make money on the internet was to build a website that you go on See what time it is. Okay. May I introduce you to something from the 20th century called the talking clock? You know, you called it up and it told you what time it was. I mean, there was no need for that in the first place because clocks have existed since the fucking 12th century or whatever, haven't they? But still. But now he's done the same thing but on a website. Every single device that you could possibly use to access the internet comes with a clock built in, Nick. You idiot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
So, son, do you think you've learned anything from all this? You see, Michael, there is something you can take away with you that'll help you throughout your life. You want to hear it?
Not really.
Okay, it's this. None of it gets any better, but the more it happens, the less it hurts.
That is totally true.
It's all right, son. It's all right. What?
Is that it? Well, that was short but sweet. Well, that's the end, and yeah, episode 2. So, Michael was having trouble with a bully, and well, it looks like the problem's been resolved, which is good. I'm really liking this so far, though. It's, you know, it's witty, and yeah, there's a lot of sarcasm involved as well. I like that type of humour. It's funny. It's very funny, and I'm enjoying it so far. So, yeah, don't think there's anything else left to say. Except, I hope you've all enjoyed this. And, well, I'll tell you what. Comment down below which episode you're looking forward to the most from this series. The first series, I mean, you know. Which one are you looking forward to coming up? And, how many of you have watched this as well? On YouTube as well as Patreon, you know. How many of you have watched this, and where does it rank, kind of thing? If you compare it to some of the others that I'm doing at the moment, which ones would you say you favourite more than? So, if you watch this and my Not Going Out series, would you say you prefer this to Not Going Out or not? Same with Benidorm and any other series, you know, go ahead and compare it. But yeah, Jacqueline just popped up, and Bert from Still Game and from Rabsy Nesbitt. And it didn't sound too Scottish either. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it there. So, thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you like this video and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And as I said in the beginning, go to the Patreon to get early access to this, and without any of the getting around copyright tactics. And also, as I mentioned, Keeping Up Appearances is now in its own box set, so it'll be easier to find now instead of scrolling through the feed. And if you want to get access to a specific series on Patreon but don't want to join the Patreon, then you can now do that with Keeping Up Appearances, Bottom, Mind Your Language, all my movie reactions, the Young Ones, sorry, not Bottom, I haven't put that for sale yet, the Young Ones, yeah, so the Young Ones, Mind Your Language, Keeping Up Appearances, movies, and I think there's another one as well. Ah, here we go. Yep, so there's Keeping Up Appearances. Young ones. Movies. Mind Your Language. So they're all the ones that are available now. And there's all these other ones as well. So, Clarkson's Farm. When I start that back up again, which I'm going to do, because I was enjoying that, I suppose I could put that for sale as well. So you'd be able to just buy the box set without joining the Patreon, and then you get the content that you want. There's also Man vs. Bee, the Rowan Atkinson Netflix series. I might put that in a box set and then put it up for sale. There's a lot of people like that. But if there's, any of these, if you fancy any of them, just let me know and I can put them up for sale and you can have them. I mean, Keeping Up Appearances is available for the price of a coffee at the moment. $5, that's about £3 in it. £3.50. About the price of a coffee now, isn't it, nowadays? So, yeah, you can do that now. So thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Like and subscribe, and, yep, hopefully I'll see you all again soon.